In the early days of the church, the Apostle Paul traveled across the Mediterranean, spreading the message of Jesus and encouraging fledgling Christian communities. One of these journeys brought him to Troas, a city bustling with trade and activity. It was the first day of the week, Sunday, and the believers had gathered to break bread and hear Paul teach. The meeting began in the evening, but Paul's sermon was not a short one. He spoke until midnight, sharing deep teachings about faith, love, and the hope found in Christ. Among those listening was a young man named Eutychus. He sat on the window ledge, possibly so he could hear better or fit into the crowded room. But the long sermon delivered late at night proved too much for him. As Paul continued speaking, Eutychus fell asleep. And tragically, he fell from the third-story window to the ground below. The people gasped. They rushed down thinking he was dead. The mood shifted instantly from worship and learning to panic and sorrow. Paul ran down to the fallen boy, embraced him, and said, "Do not be alarmed, he is alive." Then, almost as if confirming it, Paul returned upstairs, continued teaching, and even shared a meal together, celebrating Eutychus's miraculous recovery. The young man, who moments earlier seemed lifeless, was now fully restored, alive and well in the presence of his community. This story is funny, dramatic, and inspiring all at once. It reminds us that even young people can be part of God's story, though sometimes they need a little help staying awake. It shows the power of God working through Paul, life restored even after a deadly fall. It encourages believers that God's protection and care extend to all ages, even during ordinary moments like a long sermon. Eutychus' story has endured as a reminder that God's power is not limited by circumstance, time, or human error. What seemed like a tragedy became a testimony, a story of life, faith, and the miraculous intervention of God.